they have the problem of limited hero pools. Because we saw that in the first game they had today. You know, it's a downward spiral circle.
You know, it becomes a circular argument at some point. We should, I mean, we should talk silence. Great, the other cores, the other heroes created those opportunities.
Yes.
But I mean, when you talk about a 3.5k damage freezing field, like that's
crazy.
That's amazing.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah, and he had two of them that were one at that level and another one that was close. So he played a great game. I mean, Crystal Maiden, we've just seen this. I got to start asking, like, why is this hero not getting banned? Because we have seen this hero just consistently contribute on the winning side.
Sometimes. I mean, is it really that good? Is it going to beat out a Darkseer pick? The hottest boy in Dota right now?
We have seen Darkseer ignored the previous game as well. We do have more information about the upcoming draft as we are in the draft. Nice. Let's take a look at the War Room. War Room.
Yeah, boy!
It's going to happen this time.
D-Nizzle?
Nah. I think for Elements this time. I think this actually could work really well with Mitch, and I think if they do want to be picking that Ember Spirit first too, I think Darkseer is the way to enable it. So that's my opinion for them, but Vega takes it themselves. So it is picked up though, as kind of expected.
Oh, come on, don't give them the trumpets or that. Darkseer's been in every game.
Wasn't in the last game. We got that wrong.
Thank you.
There you go. I mean, I thought Elements would actually be, but since they're not first pick, Vega does grab it up. They find it to be a pretty crucial hero, and I think it's a good way. I mean, I think playing with Darkseer is always a good way to practice your teamwork. Just having that hero in general.
A great point. Never thought about that. That pointy-headed little bastard sure does make a lot of friends.
Who?
Darkseer.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you.
I was like, I don't have a pointy head.
So as I said, I would like to see Elements switch up their open a little bit and not necessarily take their mid hero. They have run clock SF opens, and that's something that they might go to as a change of pace here.
I mean, sure, they can't open with the same thing anymore.
Clock.
Oh, SF.
Oh. Do the SF. Come on.
Come on, please no
happy.
SF.
Yes.
I think they should. I think it's good. I think they should get away from the Ember Spirit, to be honest. I don't think, it's not because of the...
Chris,
this is fine. This is just fine.
It's happening again. Yeah!
Wait, that shit's not banned.
It wasn't banned.
Oh, no.
It was not banned.
That's not good. That's not good for them.
Where's the tree?
We had Vega ban at first phasing tree and ban previous game, and basically we've seen a lot of tree bans.
I can't see the bans that well from where I'm sitting, and yeah, giving away Darkseer Treant.
What's the deal with that? Don't
this
seem
hero
so bad.
is just absurd.
Vacuum into leech into overgrowth. You can do anything. You can set up for everything.
It's just the lane strength.
It's the lane.
Like Tree is just this lane dominator right here. Look at how angry and terrifying he looks.
Like
pretty happy.
That combination of two heroes is just so strong in the first 35 minutes of a game.
Yep.
They are almost uniformly strong throughout the first 35 minutes.
And then even later on, like Living Armor lets you stall out the game forever. Root is like amazing now. It scales infinitely because now it's great versus more heroes because of the root mechanic.
So you deal with it. You get a Jakiro that does a lot of magical damage against towers and can control the early game. You get a lot of fight, and you go, bro.
Yeah. Did Paul take over your body? You're throwing Jakiro out a lot lately.
I'm just mentioning Jakiro.
You said it like 3 times yesterday.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
you idiots were talking about that they picked it in a series they weren't even playing in while I sat here smiling.
Jesus,
so
you get so defensive.
We're not going to see clock SF.
So with the Shadow Fiend out, are we again going to see Pinsec play Ember Spirit? And would he fit better here?
He has the third hero that he's run a lot. Obviously, we've seen him switch up his kit a little bit, but the third hero he's run a lot is Lina.
Yeah.
In addition to those two.
Did you know that Ember Spirit only says 4 words a sentence in all of his lines?
No.
Pretty cool fact. Don't you think that?
What?
Is there a reason for that?
Pretty cool fact. It's 3 words.
That's 1 sentence.
It's 3 words.
Oh shit.
I'm not convinced.
Syllables. No, it's true.
Is there a reason? Is there some lore behind that?
No, I don't think so. Maybe they were paying the voice actor per... Listen, 4-0 sentence, okay?
All right.
So, yeah, a lot of mids been banned out already here.
I mean, Ember's good at breaking tree armor and stuff, you know, if they want to really go for it again, but I don't know if that's really great.
I think you got to go away from that at some point.
I definitely agree.
And if you're gonna go to it, especially second phase, you got to ban out. You got to ban out the Ursa.
So we saw
Bristle, okay.
We saw this yesterday, the Bristleback versus the Darkseer.
Yeah,
So we might
this
see
is
that
going to
kinda
be
thing.
the safe lane, or?
I think it's actually, yeah, I think probably.
We
right?
saw
That'd
a
probably
mid
be a safe lane.
Bristleback yesterday as well.
Yeah, it could definitely be in all the core roles.
Oh, that's true. I think it could go on any of the cores. I think it's really hard to tell for Bristol, actually.
How much pressure do you feel there is on the need for a sustain hero? Thinking Io.
Io Bristle combo?
Yeah, but the clock is your 3.
Oh, yeah, baby.
The combo.
If Bristleback is your 2, clock's your 3, you can potentially fit in an Io.
Oh, this is so hype. I love Disruptor in this lineup. I just like Disruptor against Bristleback.
I don't.
Disruptor with Treant Protector is godly because
Yeah,
you want to be able to break down a tower. Like that's what you want to do when you're playing versus Tree, because if you don't take the tower, he's gonna full heal it. But what happens if you overstay your welcome? You get glimpsed back.
Exactly.
So it's a really cool
I am
combo.
not sure that there is a 3-hero combination right now that I would cringe more if you gave up in a first 3. Like seriously, you look at Darkseer, Treant, and Disruptor. I would almost never want to give away that 3-hero combo
The potential.
to an opponent. It's just
Cringe.
10 seconds remaining.
it checks every box, and because the big thing is, right, what's the real weakness of the Disruptor? The real weakness of the Disruptor is it's punishable in the laning phase, but you're pairing it with 2 heroes that are so strong and so dominant throughout the early game that it doesn't matter.
Unless you max Disruptor's
Let's get that
Q
Bristle
and
to
get
the top.
first item Soul Ring. Then he's invincible
Maybe
in the
mid still,
lane
but we'll leave him up here.
phase.
But then you don't have your
Think
glimpse
about
very high level
Well,
later
think,
on.
think about it.
I just thought about it. I don't think I like it very much. I
Shut up.
didn't need a lot of time
Shut
to
up,
think about that.
Sheever. You don't know. So Lifestealer going to come out here. Lifestealer and Disruptor is one of my favorite head-to-heads in this game, actually, because it's all about who gets the better play, who jumps on who's first. I mean, they kind of counter each other. So I think it's pretty fun. This is going to be a hype match, although Vega is just looking so strong. Elements, they got, oh god, and then Ursa, oh boy.
So you wanted to pick up something
Yeah.
with decent armor, can build a blink.
That's the problem with showing the Lifestealer, you know?
Yep.
That's what happens when you show. And there's no really, like, when you look at Lifestealer, when you want to pick it, you want to have something, like, specific that it's great versus. The Disruptor is kind of like one of those where he can be very good versus, but versus Tree, versus Darkseer, definitely not the greatest for him. And then, bam, Vega just picks an Ursa, and that's, like, a pretty much kind of a direct counter to Lifestealer.
You think that's going to be the safe lane, or?
I think they could even, I think they have so many options right now for Vega.
Yeah.
They could go, like, an aggro kind of dual lane or tri-lane, like, they can really pressure elements in the laning phase super hard with their heroes.
And the Treant root against Lifestealer.
Yeah.
Oh, the root.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's the
Oh,
big
no.
problem.
It's okay, because this last pick from Elements is going to be the real turnaround, guys. You'll never see this one coming.
Oh, like a storm?
Yes. Here it comes.
Yeah. That's a broke back.
I mean, they need something to kind of like... They don't really have great ways to bring the Lifestealer into the fights. It's clockwork right now. And you don't really want a Lifestealer just walking in versus that type of lineup on Vega. You want him to be able to get into the backlines and take out the support.
I guess you could pick a Slardar here and run the Bristle mid.
Yeah, they could do that.
You need I'm totally on board with you, Giannis. You need another delivery vehicle.
It's like, what, Puck? Because they already have the
Puck's
dual core maybe for with Lifestealer Bristol. I think Puck might actually be their best option.
Yep, Le Pook sounds
And, they did run that
before.
earlier today as their mid. So yeah, I think that's going to be it.
Vega doesn't even need to pick a last hero.
And they banned out Enigma.
I think they're good.
Good one.
So they banned out Enigma, which makes me believe that they
are
are
Vega hero here.
expecting an offlane hero to
Queen
still
of
come
Pain.
out.
Show me the quap.
Yeah, G quap.
Oh, you want this to be a safe lane or something? Yeah.
Give me that quap, girl.
Pretty decent here.
We saw G in the Ursa previous game. I like that.
I mean,
It really
they have a
depends
lot
on what
of
they are
options.
expecting.
But then if you Terrorblade, they probably lean in. I don't know.
They could Lina themselves, but I think Vega has just a lot of options.
Oh, that's true. G's Lina. We haven't seen it in a while, but
Yeah.
Show me the quoop. Give me the quoop. Give me the quoop. I guess no quoop. Okay.
Not yet, anyway. I mean, they're taking their time. They still have like 45 seconds to think about not just their last pick, but just how they're going to play this game. Why not take the time?
Does it make sense to take away the puck?
It could. I mean, it works in their lineup, and then that's.
I'm not I'm not like a huge fan of G's puck. It's not bad.
I want them to have something that scales, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they want to be stuck with the
Oh,
Ursa.
they're going to
That's
put him in
not
the
what I
middle
thought.
again. Yeah, with the Ursa. Put the troll in the safe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Ursa
So we're
mid,
going to have another G
troll
Ursa.
safe lane.
I mean, it worked out previous game. And there's the
And they
Lina.
Yeah,
still
there's
Lina
the
for
Lina,
elements.
but-
Okay, so that's kind of tough matchup for Ursa mid if they do decide to put that one there.
True.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's
Not
going to be the
much-
key difference, right? Is that they're going to have this is the first time that we've seen elements coming out. And they're going to have an advantage in this mid lane matchup. So we are going to get to see Ping Vincek and see what he can do in terms of carrying the load for his team.
At the same time, there's living armor coming to help out. So how much advantage do you really have?
But Lina's
And is
still,
it
even
enough?
with living armor, even with
And is it enough? Are you going to say that Elements Pro Game
No.
is going to take this game? No.
Yeah, I am very much looking forward to seeing, because I've heard some about this kid. I'm very much looking forward to seeing Ping Vincek in a matchup that I think he can dominate. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in the mid game. But Vega's execution in the last game just looked a level above. I got to go with them.
Oh,
5 seconds.
I'm going to go with EPG on this one. And I'll tell you why after they win.
Sure. I will go for Vega Squadron. I don't know. I think they got exactly what they wanted, so I think they're pretty happy with their draft. And I think even the mid matchup, G likes a challenge. He can take it. Let's find out if he can actually take it. Over to ODPixel and Fog for Game 2 of the series.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for another bit of Dota 2 action here at the Monster Energy Dream League. I'm ODPixel, I'm here with Fog. We've just seen the drafts. We've got, of course, once again, Vega Squadron up against Elements for the second time today. Interesting enough, loading into the game, I don't know if they're going to swap, but we have actually got G on the troll, haven't we?
Yeah.
And a low hard answer on the Ursa. So is this looking at the Lina and not wanting the Ursa Lina lane? Is that what it is?
I do think so, yeah. I think that they had, variety that they could still change the lanes up when they finish the draft. So I think it's definitely a better approach. Ursa versus Lina is pretty terrible matchup versus the Ursa. Troll, on the other hand, you can do tankiest hero at the first 2 levels. You do have a poor man's shield, and you can at least contest with CS. And we'll see what Sayoma can do, because like we said, this guy is the big playmaker for Vega. So let's see what he can do on a Treant.
That hero that's just consistently being banned out first phase in every series we have. Getting through.
Yeah.
See, I mean, do you feel a bit more confident for Elements this time around with the lineup?
I'm a little concerned just with their single target.
Okay.
They are like the Lifestealer, Lina. Like Lina and CM, they do some decent AoE kind of damage, but versus Vega's lineup, I think Vega's is just a lot more well-rounded. They have scaling potential, they have Roche potential, they even have building potential, they have big team fight, and then they also have tree. So I'm really liking what Vega's got going. Let's see. I want to see if Sayoma plays around Darkseer.
Yeah. Would you? I mean, is there anywhere else that you feel he could get stuff done down, or is it putting the pressure on Swifteni you want to do the most? And
He gets the rune.
he does indeed.
7
Can they
seconds till he
punish it?
fades.
They have a sentry. See if he can walk his way out of range. With the frostbite, it's going to be close.
And he's gone.
Yeah, not enough control vision.
700 health.
Good old Treant.
No, I mean, I think there is other places that he probably can
Yeah.
go to. Like, he can probably just fully secure the top lane so that Mitch gets, absolutely nothing. But I think just pressuring the Lifestealer is really good because, CM is going to start jungle. So might as well just be obnoxious, maybe even just follow the CM around. And that looks like what his option's going to be. Clockwork going toward top. They're trying to help out Mitch. Mitch is eating heavy right clicks from that Ursa Disruptor combo. They're getting some cool stacks onto Aloha.
They are. They're managing to trade the damage certainly right back to him. Up the kinetic field. Pushing into LeBron. But that's going to be the mana gun for Mitch, and he didn't actually bring any Mango or Clarity to the lane.
Yeah, they're going to have to shrine up already.
Very early shrine for them.
Seoma's actually looking for a courier snipe, but Element seems to be aware of that. They're leaving their courier up on the high ground. Seoma not going to get lucky on this one. But you are going to be able to find Goji. Nope, you fade out of Invis though. So you see him, you break his clarity. Oh my god, that damage.
It's a lot. And in fact, with the one out of the Invis, he's going to be close to bringing him down. 2 more hits would have done it.
Oh god, he's under tower though.
Just to be a little
Ow.
careful about that.
Ow.
He should be fine. Is there any further detection on that? Chris Main, I don't think there is there? No, she just got to get herself back, Gogi. So the Treant already certainly causing issues. Let's see him to back up. Not getting the kill though. So they'll be happy with that aspect of it all.
Oh, look at LeBron. He's actually leashing the creep wave with himself. Trying to stop the pull. Got himself and Mitch a lot more experience. Not let Disruptor get all those chain pulls off and get his experience going his way. So nice little move there by LeBron.
Look at the CS though at the moment. This Lifestealer is having a pretty tough time down bottom. Only 3 CS in the first couple of minutes.
Oh, and he keeps
really struggling under the tower. Yeah. He'll get this one though. Let's see. Let's watch him miss. He's got this one.
As long as he hits him.
He's got that one.
He's got to hit it twice each time.
He's good. He's good.
Yep. There we go. Got to hit the mid lane creep twice again. 1, 2. And he should be able to get that one too. So
he performs when we watch him.
Yeah. I mean, playing versus Darkseer is always annoying as a melee hero. You just kind of have to man up and just stand there and take the ion shells in the beginning just to make sure you get those last hits.
I'll tell you what, that Arcane Rune is not going to make anything easier for Swift. This is a bit of a dream rune, isn't it, for Darkseer early on?
That's the best rune. I think that is actually better than a regen rune right now for that Darkseer, because he'd already just used the shrine, so... All right. This is going to be easy triple shell that he can put on the wave if he wants to do so. He's going to have Soul Ring finished up, and as we're looking bottom league.
Yeah, top lane. Again, LeBron, he's been trying to play very aggressive with his clock, as we saw and you said, pulling the wave round this time. Control is there for Silent to allow the Ursa to rip into him.
Yeah, he just gets glimpsed back. Silent.
Look at this bottom lane. Swift, forced to range. Again, these iron shells.
They're chasing him.
That's going to be a kill. He'll try and open wounds and lifesteal back, but it's not going to be enough with Shoma pummeling into him as well. A second kill, and as expected, those arcane runes, those multiple iron shells adding up to a kill. The Soaring done now as well. So that bottom lane is not going to get any easier for the Lifestealer.
Top lane, LeBron. He's okay. The Glimpse is still on cooldown.
Does it? I mean, is this a sensible thing to do? Leave your Lifestealer alone in a 1v1 against the Darkseer? Is that really the best option Elements have? Or would you rather see the CM be a little more active in lane, or does he have to devote himself to the jungle to be useful this game?
Oh, Silent getting gone on top. I think that he... I don't know. I think CM starting out to level 2 in the jungle is fine, but I think Clockwork should have probably just been playing bottom. Ping almost dying mid lane.
Yeah, 5 HP.
Yeah.
This top lane though, again, look who it is, LeBron. Something about Clockworks this series. Liking to die a lot. Shoma was a bit of a punching bag in game 1, and this time around LeBron picking up the hero and picking up that position.
I like that Aloha did this. He went for the... I mean, we've been seeing a lot the Windlace Boots build on the Ursas early on, just so they can get that little burst of movement speed and catch up to people always, but having that Orb of Venom is really what's getting them the chase down potential onto LeBron with the Glimpse as well from Silent. But yeah, I'd like to see LeBron making... I mean, he still wants to just keep going top. I think that he should have already... I think he should have probably started bottom, I'll be honest.
Yeah, try to zone back the Darkseer.
Because Lifestealer, like, you don't suffer like an insane amount under the Iron Shell as like a lot of melee heroes do, because at least you have Feast, you have Open Wounds, and you have Rage. All three kind of like help you versus that. But I mean, he's definitely struggling a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing as soon as you throw a Treant into the mix on that bottom lane, it's so hard 2v1.
I mean, that's probably exactly what LeBron's thinking too. He's probably like, man, if Tree goes down there, I don't really help at all.
Yeah.
So you can see what he's probably trying to.
Yeah, I guess he becomes a little liability down there. But to be fair, he has been taken down twice in this top lane, so it's not like it's any safer
Swift
for him.
ending bottom. Get the Leech Seed going on him. He does have Rage ready. They're dancing around the tower, throwing more Ion Shells. They're going to commit now. He's got Rage, he's got Open Wounds. The bash coming in from Sayoma.
Yep, now they look to turn with double Ion Shells on him. And with the Surge run down, that's another death on the Lifestealer. This game 2 already looking like more of a brutal beginning than game 1 did for Elements. The mid lane's looking good. The mid lanes we're seeing an absolutely even between the two. The side lanes are certainly where Elements are struggling.
Yeah, I mean, the mid lane is to be expected. I think Lina actually comes out a bit ahead. I think the one rotation they'll come in from Sayoma and maybe a couple living armors being thrown on G. Definitely do make it so he can actually stand toe-to-toe in that matchup. I'd like to see G actually bring out like a raindrop so he can sustain better. And he actually does as soon as I say that. Okay.
Yeah, he's got it,
That's good. Because then you can't actually just get bursted down straight up by the Lina. Eating the Dragon Slave every single time is quite nice. Oh, look at this. Very early aggressive movement coming up from Aloha. He actually leaves the top lane and he's coming bottom. They just want to ruin Swift Ending's life. And look at this. He's actually going to get on him right away.
He's ready to dive in, but we'll force out the TP reaction. Afterlife a little low. Just have to be a little careful here. I guess he's still got the surge. And still, of course, Aloha Dance to play around with him. Turns back towards LeBron. He pops down the cogs. Instantly CDS are trying to break through it. This Darkseer falling very low, but Aloha does takes one. And takes two. Darkseer walks it off with the successful baiting play. And 6 for 0. That, moving down to the bottom lane, getting a double kill. One of those including killing the enemy carry. Doesn't really get any better for him.
Yeah, that was definitely a good move coming out for him. Mitch able to pick up some nice farm. He gets his, he's already has Medallion finished up on the Bristleback. Yeah, Ping has only played 5 heroes, and LeBron has played 17 unique in their games. Goji playing 14, Swift Ending 13, and Mitch 11.
Only 5 in 40 games. That is definitely a small pool. But hey, if it works for you.
He is missing a lot of last hits under this tower, though, as I've been watching him.
Yeah, Swift Ending's struggling.
It does happen when you have like this kind of pressure coming in. You have a random Ursa come to your lane and you die. You're here 0-3. You're definitely starting to feel some pressure.
Yeah, you're shaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotta try and keep your composure. Again, though, I was starting to watch him again. He's hitting them. He's getting them good and fair and square.
Yep.
But yeah, certainly not quite the same pace that we're seeing being hit upon by this Ursa. Big net worth difference already coming out between the two of them. 3.1k on Aloha Dance and 1700 in Swift Ending. Of course, back up to the top lane. Continue farming. Seeing space to Swift Ending on the bottom.
Afterlife putting pressure onto Goji down bottom, running at him, not feeling any fear whatsoever on this Darkseer. He's got the Arcane Boots level 8 on his way toward that mech. Do they have any stacks coming out for Mitch?
Swift Ending is very low.
One. He is extremely low.
He has to be okay.
Infest,
Infest straight back up. Just saying, he cannot hang around like that.
Yeah, so I was gonna actually say this earlier that I was hoping that they'd be actually stacking for Mitch a little bit more than that. He only has 1 double at his ancient stack. I thought maybe LeBron was doing that while he was doing his movements, but yeah, Mitch only has that to recover off of. But you know, it's still decent. Bristleback gets a lot out of ancients.
Ain't 1-for-1 trade there. Takes you from Ping Vinsec with the DD, catches Afterlife off guard. Free that lane back up for Swift Ending, getting the Darkseer out for a bit. See him down with him. But yeah, this is a bit. They need to get all the space they can for to make sure that Swift Ending find farming requires at this stage.
He's going for Midas on Lifestealer. Kind of to be expected when he's getting shut down like this.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel that's the only way really to play when you've been put behind here in this kind of game.
To be able to match the farm of the other cores or the other team, yeah, I think he's just has to kind of in a way. He doesn't have like that clear-cut vehicle as well. That's when we do see a lot of people go for the armlet. They get the armlet and they go time. They get inside of a hero and they just start to make the aggressive plays. But this time, yeah, he doesn't have the vehicle for that, so he wants to be a little bit more greedy. He's got Ping to be the one to be joining the fights early on, so he wants to become that real core, real carry. And it is, I mean, it's not, this game is not really like a single core Lifestealer, no. But, you know, at least he'll have himself that scaling potential versus Troll and Ursa, because that's a hard matchup for Lifestealer. He has to be ahead in items to really man toe-to-toe versus an Ursa or a Troll.
Oh my.
Well, Mitch and Gogi, they've been putting the pressure on this top lane. They'll now start to dive for Aloha Dance. He's still got the Enrage. He'll hold on to it, though. Be careful. Spray stack, he's going to bring him down pretty low. See Mitch struggle to quite get in range. Now the wraparound's there, G. So surprise, here I am. The Frostbite from Gogi will hold him back.
Do they have the glimpse? They do.
They do. They've got the vision onto him. Mitch brought back into the claws of the Aloha Dance. And they'll take him down for good.
G almost finishing up the Vlads. They're going to have Blink on Ursa soon. Thinking about to set up a Roche, but at bottom, Afterlife, looks like he's trying to get surrounded, but nope. LeBron unable to get him inside the cogs. Afterlife just walks away.
Still not got the level 6 yet on LeBron. Level 5 at the moment on the
just
clock.
Just got Tome. Still not going to be enough, I don't believe, to push him all the way to 6. Just short of that. But he'll get it in creeps.
And then and then once with the hook shot, maybe they can start to make some plays with Swift ending, getting him involved in kills.
Yeah, I mean, their only real catch on the side of Elements is like, sure, they have like CM slow and stuff like that, but the real catch is the Clockwork.
Yeah.
So now that he has the 6, they're actually going to be able to make some more aggressive moves. Here we go. Do they have a smoke coming out? They have the Vlads finished up. They almost have the blink on the Ursa. And they have smoke, and they're going to go straight into the Roche pit. Rocket already in place there, though. They're going to wait for it to wear out, or are they just going to full commit? Let's see. Are they going to wait? It is only an early level rocket, so the vision does not last as long. Just kidding. It's the same duration at all levels.
10 seconds on it. But they'll wait it out, as we said. Play it safe.
Yeah.
And unlikely that Elements are going to check it with that. Well, okay, now that they've thrown up a rocket in, they will know. But we were already down to half health from those scaling swipes coming through from Aloha Dance. Nothing they can do to stop.
I mean,
it's an easy road.
He even had like the rocket again to get the vision right away, and oh man, they actually get LeBron.
Well, yeah, dragging LeBron back into the field. 9 for 1.
Yeah, they didn't even care. They're like, yeah, they have vision of us, whatever. We've got everybody in range and in the AoE of it. Afterlife now has Mech finished up out on the Courier when he wants to bring it, but the Courier's actually doing something else. They didn't really stop it. The Blink's coming out for the Ursa. They're trying to claim more objectives, keep this aggression going.
3 tier 1 tower here for Vega. Eventually, the location comes through. They blow both the Laguna and the Freezing Field to bring down the Disruptor. And they will keep that tier 1 alive for now. Chasing down, and Elements seeing if they can get some kills out of this one. They look towards Afterlife. Surges himself away, ready to tag team in Aloha Dance. Now we're going to beeline straight for the fight. Knows that there's no Laguna and such. Goes immediately in. LeBron, I believe, just hook-shotted into his own Lina. A little awkward there. At least they're still making their way slowly out of this.
Oh, he was trying to get the vacuum into the overgrowth. Soma does end up canceling the overgrowth, luckily, but slightly off with the vacuum. But they're not done. Aloha's looking to go. Blink Dagger has just been delivered. They've got aggressive wards down. They did see them farming the camp. They get the glimpse.
Vision for the glimpse. Yeah, LeBron.
They have the catch, though, with the kinetic field, with the cogs bouncing back.
Yeah,
Aloha
they caused
twice.
some issues for Aloha.
He's actually fine.
Okay. Get him out. But still. So, Life's just Swift ending is...
He's got the Midas.
He's to catch up, and then, yeah, the Midas certainly will help.
So at least his team, you know, he probably told his team, he's like, I'm not getting involved at all. You guys have to just go for the fights in the meantime while I'm chilling down here and getting my catch up. But Vega moving their way toward bottom, looking to claim all the tier 1s nice and early. This is going to give them full access into the enemy jungle, and Swift just says, I'm out, going to top lane.
Smart call to make.
Yeah.
Not to put his life in danger again down there. Vega just, of course, grouping up, taking objectives, taking kills.
I mean, that's just Aloha blinking in and killing the CM, and now LeBron walks in. This is a hasted DD Ursa.
Yeah, you've got to get yourself out of it. He might look to try and still get the blink up to the high ground, and indeed he does. He wants to go for this here, Aloha Dance. So look towards LeBron. Jukes over the light strike. Does have to back off, though. Ping turning up on the Lina.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Seoma set up for top lane. He's sitting invis onto Swift.
All he needs is an Ursa, and the Ursa's there.
Oh.
Good old double damage.
My god.
Kills quick and fast.
And they're pressuring bottom tier 2. They're going to get it.
Yep.
So the whole bottom side of the map is going to become Vega's now. And they're still defending all their tier 1s because they have tree. So they've got this massive early game, as we were stating over and over again in the war room and on the panel.
LeBron eyeing up this Ursa. But
he's got Aegis,
He's got the Aegis. He can't really do anything there. Let him go. Looking straight for the Deso as well. Face blink into the Desolator, adding to the push. To the speed, he's going to be able to rip heroes down. Bron's still eyeing him up. I mean, tempting, but indeed it's well, questionable if he's even going to be able to pot the Aegis. Definitely not on his own. He needs backup. Killing him a second time, that's just another question altogether.
Yeah, I mean, their group up potential. Like, you look at Elements this time. The last game they had Warlock, Enigma, Sand King, full-out team fight. This game, it's like CM ult after a Clockwork cut. Their team fight is just completely negligible in comparison to Vega's. Vega's got the early mech, not to mention they have Darkseer and Troll with a tree ulti on top. I mean, Vega just has the clear-cut advantage. On top of that, having a 7,000 net worth lead at the 16-minute mark. They're just looking to continue this aggression.
I just don't see how Elements with their lineup are going to be able to really take even the outer tier towers in one push.
I don't think that they can.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep getting ran at here.
Yeah, Enrage will come out, and there's the
Four-man combo.
four-man vacuum wall into the overgrowth. This is going to get pretty messy for Elements. They've lost 3. And with the glimpse back onto Swift and he's already used the rage, it is almost certainly going to be a 4th death here. Bash up as well onto Mitch.
Are they going to clean up Mitch too? Oh
yeah.
my god, they're actually going to get him too. Lena does respawn though. Are they going to actually get Mitch? I don't think they are.
Yeah, the light strike will keep Mitch alive as they hold him back, but
And
still,
now they will.
G's there, just closes back in. So they'll lose the Aegis, but effectively taking down all full 5. They'll actually jump forward, looking for ping.
Oh my god. Aloha's just in. Force the base shrine. They get the glimpse.
They glimpse him away from the shrine, but he's got to be a little careful though, Aloha.
They are respawning, remember guys, it's still 16 minutes in.
Afterlife actually getting cogged up into the base. It goes for the TP from the high ground. Smart heads
They
up play
actually
from
all
him.
live.
Oh, it's been a tough day for Ellen.
That's got to be quite a morale drop just now for them. They lose all 5 heroes, and then they have 2 people TP right in front of them at their base. I mean, Vega's looking very solid, but Elements is just, they're just getting run over in this game.
I mean, yeah, these series today have been pretty painful for Elements, and if you like seeing pain, I mean, the next one might not even be any nicer. We believe the next series Liquid versus Mousefold.
Is it really?
I believe it is.
All right.
That's.
Well, we'll get there soon.
It could also be a painful one, unless Mouse have turned up with something different. Of course, Mouse the other day, also quite like we've seen here with Elements, had 4 games that were not very pretty. But hey, maybe they could turn this one around. It's a big maybe.
I mean, it's unlikely when they're playing with a Bristleback all the way alone, trying to take a tier 1 by himself with no backup. But now they're trying to make a play. They get the hook shot onto Disruptor.
They're not going to get silent. He's going to be healed up. They will get the bigger kill, though. Aloha does taken down. G looking for the punish, though. Goes in onto Gogi. Afterlife getting into position. Oh, they're standing very close. That's going to be a 3-man vacuum wall. Easily set up there for the Darkseer. Just goes inside the creep.
They know which one he's inside of. They get the glimpse back as well onto LeBron. They're going to easily bring him down, and now they got eyes on the creep. But they do have a mech. They have mech aura. They have Vlad's aura, so that creep's just healing up.
Follow it.
They're just pinging it non-stop. Look at Aloha. That's such an Aloha thing to do. They're going to spam deny it. And boom. Let's see, can they get him? Where's the bash? And they get the bash. And another one from the tree.
The bash into the bash. Not a chance. A swift ending.
That is a swift ending. Okay. Mitch now trying to go in, chase them out, but Vega just able to disengage nice and easy.
Sherman.
They're gonna get a glimpse as well. Do they have vision?
Yeah, if they get a vision. CM is gonna be easily taken down. As G comes past with the finances. There'll be a Laguna onto the tree and bring him low. They do take him down, but again EPG, they've lost Uri, and they're gonna lose even more than that. Ping Vinsec to be the 4th. Double kill again for G. Mitch, the last man.
What's his Bloodstone charges looking like? Oh man, he's down to 4.
He's down to 4.
He's gotten two suicides off, I think, since I've seen him pick up the Bloodstone, but he's unable to get too many charges recovered. Just look at the fight recap really quickly. We just see, yeah, Ursa and Troll just they're just face rushing. That's just what's going to happen when you're playing this kind of lineup and when they have this kind of advantage. No fear coming out from Vega, no hesitation.
Poor old Elements. Tough series for them today. And Vega and Liquid certainly no pushover, and we're seeing that in both of the series here. Yeah. They have just been playing at the level that they've been bringing the other days. Very, very strong play for Liquid in the first series, and Vega Squadron here in the second series. Again, some really, really strong play, some great drafts, and just straight up outplay from the to the end game.
Just great mid-game movements. They came out of the lanes quite far ahead. You know, Afterlife had a spectacular start in this game, and then they get that group up method because their heroes just naturally group up better.
Yeah.
Then Elements, I did hear Infest, so it looks like Elements is going to start looking to contest this Roshan. They do know that it's up. That Clockwork Rocket spots it out. Vega seems to be aware of it as well. They do ping it out with Sayoma. So are they going to be able to get anything?
Silent. Oh. Quite there. Close though. Just off the mark.
Yeah, they I mean, they really wanted to be able to get some kind of aggression coming out to try to claim an objective, but yeah, Vega's just not letting them go for any tier 1s. All the tier 1s pretty much at full HP for them because they have a tree and because of their dominant laning phase.
Aloha just going to jump into this. He wants to go in. The backup is there for the rest of his team. Afterlife gets the three-man vacuum wall into the Static Storm.
Into the root.
The four-man overgrowth as well for Shoma to follow up. They've lost the Lina. Mitch will be taken down to death. Make that potentially more silent. Oh, he's kept alive. It looked like Elements might have been able to kill the Disruptor.
Oh, he actually lived as well.
Yeah,
I thought Swift Ending might
armor.
actually get him. Oh, that just feels bad. I think they might just tap out here.
Feels bad, man, for Elements here today. Triple kill for Aloha Dance and GG.
Yeah, they're gonna go.
It's
they're
all
gonna
too
call.
much.
I think it's appropriate here. I think it's pretty impossible for them to come back.
Yeah.
Vega looking good though, making right decisions
like
all over the place.
Team. They are. Yeah. They certainly are.
They're very good with their combos as well. I mean, Afterlife's Darkseer. Afterlife is just very standout for me. Sayoma's movements have been very crisp. He's always able to like read the map well. And yeah, Aloha's aggression, especially when he's playing this type of hero, it shows.
Absolutely. And Silent as well. He makes some nice plays there. The Disruptor consistently ensuring that every